boxcar plays heavily in my mind because that's the transition from being a human being to becoming a number.
Walking inside, it was definitely eerie at first and cold, and primary sources we go to for this, they're getting older, so we gotta, as a younger generation, remember and bring the importance up.
We read about it all the time, but no one understands how major it was. It forces you to realize what it was actually like.
I wish every legislator in that building could watch the stories unfold because it would change our perspective.
It was really powerful. You felt like you were in the car and you felt like people were talking to you and that they were there with you. And we all know the story that's being told in there, but to have it told in that fashion was really powerful. And this is not sitting in a classroom watching a slideshow or even logging in online. I mean, once you're in that rail car and the door closes and you feel like you could not get out if you needed to, it's super powerful.
I think this type of education is incredibly important. I am disgusted by anyone who denies that the Holocaust happened, and it's our responsibility to make sure that we not only call those people out, but we do our best to educate the next generation.
You can hear about stories, you could read some of the history. This is actually stepping into history and really puts you there.
The response has been overwhelming. The impact has exceeded our wildest expectations, and we want to do more. We need to get this in front of as many students and parents, adults, people of all faiths and backgrounds to stand up against anti-Semitism, to learn from history, to not repeat the mistakes of the past, to stand up to hate now. We need to bring it everywhere. Please reach out to us. Let's get it to every school and community, not only in Florida, around the country. Let's bring this tour, this Hate Ends Now tour, to everyone so they too can say, hate ends now.
Check it out. Hate Ends Now exhibit. We wish you all the best.
Hi, my name is Ben Klein, and I'm the Director of Technology and Online Engagement for Southern NCSY. This morning, I'm going to share with you a program that I run called NCSY Elite. We have created a new social platform that comes with a free app where teens can engage in our programs and events and at the same time be earning points that they can use to redeem amazing rewards. This all became a reality when we as an organization have been faced with a big question. How do we, NCSY, become relevant on our teens' phones? How do we secure meaningful real estate on their devices? Southern is always at the forefront of innovation and vision, and in the end of 2021, after a lot of time and testing, it all became a reality. Our answer to this question is NCSY Elite, and boy, it's working. Since we launched, we have 428 teens using NCSY Elite, and we're now piloting the same thing with JSU, and we already have 352 teens signed up so far. We call it JSU Level Up. Want to hear a few amazing statistics? Since we launched in December of 2021, the amount of times teens logged into the app is currently 43,093 and growing. We have had a total of 1,063 rewards redeemed so far. That's program credits, kosher grocery store gift cards, Amazon gift cards, AirPods, and more. One teen even was able to keep kosher at home using kosher grocery gift cards redeemed through Elite. We've had a total of 882,917 points earned to date. We've changed the way we've offered scholarships. by having the teens earn their own program credits using NCSY Elite or JSU Level Up points. I get to personally manage the customer service side of the program, and it enables me to develop meaningful relationships with many of the teens across our region. They know when I'm giving them points, they know when I'm sending them recognitions, and I can see their involvement in real time, and it's incredible to see. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.
APAC with JSU, with Daniel Geller and Rabbi Pilichovsky. It's been an amazing opportunity to experience the various learnings of Israel and the various bipartisan actions that exist within it. We've talked to amazing speakers and have learned so much.
I always knew I always wanted to be involved in Israel advocacy, but I really didn't know how, and I wasn't very educated in it. I've learned so much, and my stance on Israel and the U.S. relationship with Israel has become much greater and stronger.
Whenever I go back home, I usually love talking to my family and my friends about what I've learned on these trips. It's usually so they can know more about what is going on in the inside details rather than just what's portrayed on the news.
As of right now, we have around 60 advocates on this trip. In order to truly make a difference and help change the rising anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism on college campuses, we need a lot more.
Most students aren't very educated about Israel. I think it's very important that we, as the activists in the student community, go out and show all our fellow students that Israel is great and they too should be great advocates.
It's a life-changing experience to be able to come on these trips, and I'm so thankful to Rabbi Uri Pilichovsky and Daniel Geller and all of NCSY to be able to give me this opportunity.
In a time when anti-Israel detractors are given a much greater voice and are speaking to larger audiences, we need more students. They need to be better equipped for wherever they go, in college campus, in their position, when they get out of college and they graduate. We need leaders, and that's what we're creating here. Thank you so much for your support, and we cannot wait to continue to grow as we strengthen the U.S.-Israel relationship.
TJJ is the fastest growing summer program in South Florida now for Jewish teens, and we are so excited about the program that we have in place. We're a travel-based program, which means that we're touching different parts of the country. We go to a city, we do everything in that area, we pack up the bus, we move on to the next area. Kids nowadays are sitting in a classroom for most of the day. The value to take kids out of the classroom and not just talk about Israel, not just talk about Jewish identity, but to actually experience and live the experience of Judaism, of Israel, is nothing compared to anything you can get in this country.
When somebody asks me to talk to them about a happy memory, the first thing I think about is TJJ. I don't think I've ever been in a better place than I was in Israel for 3 weeks with my best friends. Throughout having fun, we're also learning what it means to be a Jew and what it means to have a Jewish identity, especially being a public school student. I have a whole new Jewish community around me. I go to a public school with not very many Jews, and now I can say I have over 40 kids, Jewish kids, who have my back and are now my best friends from TJJ. TJJ gave me a purpose. When I'm walking down my school hallways and I hear people say, "That's the Jewish girl," and I don't feel embarrassed, I feel pride now, and TJJ gave me my Jewish identity, and I would never have had that experience if it wasn't for that trip.
Hola, soy Lea Bejar, la directora de La Casa, el programa latino de Southern NCSY aquí en Miami. Nuestro programa empezó para atraer y atender a la comunidad latina de Miami. Es sumamente importante porque esta comunidad necesita algo completamente diferente de lo que Usual NCSY tiene. Tenemos un programa semanal llamado Torah Talks, en donde el promedio es de 23 alumnos. Cuando nuestro programa más grande tuvo 35 y el más chico tuvo 10. Desde nuestros inicios en septiembre hemos tenido a 118 alumnos en nuestro sistema, tanto de escuelas comunitarias como escuelas completamente seculares. Torah Talks diría que es nuestro signature program, es cuando todos vienen juntos y se unen en una casa, que es lo que hace muy distinto a la casa, es que sea en un homey environment. Y se dividen, después de que comen todos, se dividen en diferentes haburas con sus advisors. Siempre empieza con un video Y de ahí el video llega a el contenido educacional sobre esa semana.
We are the heirs of the most influential people the world has ever known. Moshe Rabbeinu, the greatest lawgiver in the history of humankind, the descendants of David HaMelech, the greatest religious poet in all of history. The world's first social critics, the first people to speak truth to power. Jews innovate in every single generation, and every one of them maintained that essential Jewish idea that you change the world not by the idea of power, but by the power of ideas.
And that's what Judaism is, that remarkable algorithm that turns Jews into the most resilient, creative, transformative, fate-defying people the world has ever known. Our Jewish story of survival and success is a miracle, and none of it happened by coincidence. If we don't think about the Jewish future now, who will? More and more young people are walking away from Judaism. Jewish organizations are struggling to raise funds and attract the next generation of donors. We must continue to strengthen the bond between Israel and North America.
The good news is that there is something we can do. We have an historic opportunity to write the next chapter of the Jewish story.
Over the next 25 years, an estimated $68 trillion will transfer to the next generation in North America. $6.3 trillion will be allocated to charity. We believe about 20% of that money will be given by Jewish donors. This means that over $1 trillion will be directed to charity by Jewish donors. That's the Jewish Future Pledge. It calls on all Jews to pledge that 50% or more of the charitable giving in their estate will support the Jewish people or the State of Israel. That's more than $600 billion. Signing this pledge sends a powerful message to your family, your friends, and future generations about the importance of sustaining the Jewish people.